Greetings from the Lyceum. It is nice to see you one and all again after some time. Good. As we have seen, there is a problem. When the sea is rough, the fisherman will not go into the sea. But that does not mean he is away from the work. He is preparing the net, sharpen the tools. He is doing many activity, so he will be ready when the storm settles. So in the same way, we have taken a break and we are back again. Right. Now during this time, there's a lot of discussion, lot of understanding were happening. One interesting thing was organizations wanted to change. Right. For that, there's a lot of change management programs, many activities, many things were happening. That is one part of it. Now let us look into the other side. I am quoting from some different connotation. Franz Kafka. Kafka's famous metaphor, famous saying says, in a fight between you and the world, back the world. This is his maxim. Now let us understand more meaning into this. Because Lyceum, our keyword, we famously say transform, not just change. But many executives, I doubt whether they have understood the meaning or whether they have understand the difference between change and transformation. And we have a lot of change management programs. The change management programs runs into so many things. And then whether they have achieved the intended goal, we are not sure. Anyhow, but sometimes we use this word in common way. That is, for the same meaning, we use both the change as well as transformation. And also, we famously say your growth starts when you come out of your comfort zone. Like this, we have seen many things, we have heard many things, and we come across many things also. But what it is really? Why should I worry about it? Whether do I want change or do I want a transformation? Before that, we need to understand the difference between change and the transformation. Whenever there is a change, organization wanted to change because of some external pressures. So, for example, they wanted to improve their customer relationship activities. So, what they do is they buy or they make or get one software and install it and train the people so that all concerned people will work into that. A sort of change management program is done so that the customer focus is there. The ultimate idea is that the data is available. That's all. You have the data inside that software, inside that suite. It's available. It's fine. And then why should I worry about the other side of it? Why transformation is needed? Now, before we get into this, I just want to take you to one interesting thing. That is ISO 9001 2015, the mother of quality management system, mother of all systems. In the recent, though not really recent, it is going to be 10 years. In its latest revision, it calls for the most important thing. It talks about the organization should look into the internal and external influences. Thereby, it is pushing the organizations to do a SWOT analysis. Strength, weakness, opportunities and threat. And this helps the organization to finalize its strategy, a long-term strategy. Where I am today and where do I want to go? In how many years? By what means? All these things. So, a SWOT analysis is important. And in simple SWOT analysis, the strength and the weaknesses portion is internal, inside the organization, whereas the opportunities and the threat, external. We don't have control over those things. We can utilize it if I'm keep opening my eyes, if I'm looking for places, whereas the strength and weakness lies inside the organization. So the relationship is, with my strength I try to take advantage of the opportunities, and when the threat is coming, I am trying to modify or clear or slightly improve my weaknesses. Otherwise, I may be a thing of past. I may be a thing of past. So, the most important point here is, we need to look into the external activities, we need to look into the internal things, and we need to have a balanced. This is one important point. And this is what the important thing, important change. Number one change in the ISO 9000 and 2015. Alright, as usual, it has been 10 years. We have been using it. Many of the organizations are getting certified. But have we accustomed, have we started doing all such things, is always a question mark. Let us not go too much deep into those things. We leave it to the wisdom of the organizations. We leave it to the wisdom of the leaders. Now the important point is a change management program is trying to do some modifications, some changes in the internal of the organization. As I said earlier, if I want to have a customer relationship, I want to improve customer satisfaction or customer focus, I buy one software, customer relationship software, and start putting it and train the people, all should work inside. Fine. It's fine. But the important point is, change management is trying to improve, change or modify the organization's business processes. Whereas transformation is trying to change the organization itself. The way we do business, the way I look at the things is the goal of transformation. That is why we call this as transformative changes. Transformative changes. When you are looking or working on transformation, you will not be the same as you were 3 or 5 years earlier. You have changed completely. A transformation. Again, quoted from Kafka, is a metamorphosis, a complete change. Nobody identifies, oh, you were there like that earlier. So that is the beauty of it. Now, let us take some interesting or quite some serious actions. What I have seen, what is there, whenever we look into the organization's capabilities, we try to modify the business processes. And ultimately, we wanted to do some minor activities. The overall route, the route remains same. Let us put it into Kappa. The route remains same. We try to change something in the branches, in the trunks, in something, but the route remains same. Whereas when it is getting transformed, the only example I can quote for a transformative is butterfly. When the butterfly is coming and flying, we all see the beauty of butterfly. But can you imagine butterfly was such a creature before its transformation into butterfly? And my dear friends, this is what we need to understand. We need to look into this. It is very, very essential. It is very essential for all of us. Why? And people are asking sometimes, as I said earlier, the change and transformations are used interchangeably. But the meaning is different. The meaning is different. how I am changing it. The transformation looks at my entire business, how I am changing. Whereas a change management program is all internal, coming inside, looking into a small portion of the business processes and trying to do something. We can call this as repair or anything. To put it in a simple statement, when you get a customer complaint, you start doing something, you train people, you inform them this is the problem, and then you say, I'm putting a mark on the component and giving it to customer, saying that it is inspected. It's a correction. Whereas corrective action, preventive actions are there. And today, I'm sorry to say this, the entire quality department is focusing only on the corrections. And that is one of the key reasons they have not yet come out of this. Another important feature in ISO 9000 and 2015, it has removed this kappa. And in that place, it has already brought in the RBT, risk-based thinking. What is risk-based thinking? Risk-based thinking makes you to think proactively, because even the preventive actions, the earlier preventive actions, they are only reactive, they are only corrective actions. That is what the great team of ISO finally understood and decided, okay, let us put a full stop to this compound. So in the place of making things in a proactive way, it is forcing us to think in a risk-based formality. Risk-based thinking is essential. And automotive, those who are in automotive, we are fortunate enough. We have IATF 16949, which is an essential thing in FME. One of the best tools in risk-based thinking. Again, are we still using this FMEA as an Excel sheet where something is filled in? Or are we looking at it as a planning tool, a live document? It is always live. Whenever I'm connecting that to customer complaint, what I said earlier. Whenever I get a customer complaint, I used to ask people, what do you do? They say that we inform people, we send mail, we stop this. No, that's all the lowest level of activity. Now, whenever I get a customer complaint, I must go to the FMEA first and verify whether I have addressed this problem earlier. And most of the time, I have addressed this problem. But the flip side of FMEA is, I made it as a document, I put it inside a file and keep it in the shell. I forget FMEA is a live document. So, change and the transformation. Yes, we need to have both. As we have seen this push and pull processes, Ford's pull system and Toyota's Ford's push and Toyota's pull. There is nothing 100% pull and nothing 100% push. It is a combination. At which level I can push and then pull. Like this only today's business processes are evolving. In the same way, it is not that 100% change or 100% transformative, but in order to transform, you need to change. In order to transform, you need to change. And then the most important point is, I need to have a clear-cut plan of what I am going to do. And I travel in that. Because it should be seen. The transformation should be seen. When somebody sees your factory saying that we'll come back to our change management program, and one of the greatest article by John Cotter, this is why transformative efforts fail. He says transformative efforts fail, not the change management programs fail. When transformative efforts fail, then automatically change management programs will become an utter failure. That is one part of it. But we learn from all such things. In a business environment, we learn from our mistakes. We are supposed to learn and not to repeat the same mistake again. not to repeat the same mistake. So a SWOT analysis calls for strength, weakness, opportunities, and threat. Something out of this four, two are internal, two is external. And then the same way, change management program is an internally focused, whereas the transformatives are external. Should I say it this way, a change management program is a sort of a reactive mechanism, whereas a transformation is a proactive part of it. We need to have both. We need to have both. One step of corrective action, one step of preventive action. Corrective, preventive, corrective, preventive. Same way, a change management programs, change management activities, change management, and then transformative activities. Very, very essential. In any way, people used to tell, well, if I start focusing on manufacturing industries, especially auto and auto ancillary units, we say the most important. We say TQM, lean manufacturing, then total productive maintenance, Six Sigma. These are all considered to be change management program. They are not just a change management program. They are really, in fact, a transformative approach. And when the strategy is set, it is from the top to bottom. And when the actions are taking place, bottom to top. And another important thing that I wanted to share, because of all this consideration, whenever I visit a factory, people are talking about KPIs. Yes, very good, very essential, but everybody talks about KPI. Everybody show their KPIs. We forget one thing. If I want to achieve KPI, then there are KAIs, key activity indexes, key activity areas. I need to do some action, then only things will change. Without doing anything, without painting the wall, nothing is going to be fruitful. Nothing is going to be fruitful. So, a change management program is essential, and the aim of change management program is to transformative changes. And hence, Lyceum strongly believes in transform, not just change. Don't stop with the change. Keep moving forward.